Portugal is a gregarious and lively country in southern Europe. Portugal is known for its easygoing vibe, constant sunshine, and mouth-watering regional cuisine. But it also has a lot of stunning tourist destinations. There is no shortage of stunning locations in Portugal to captivate tourists, from the ancient metropolis of Lisbon and Porto to the quaint cobblestone towns in the north, the expansive wine region to the untamed Atlantic coast. Let's look at some of the best destinations in Portugal. Number 1. Sintra. Some of Portugal's most extravagant palaces and castles can be seen in the forested hillsides of Sintra, which is not far from Lisbon. The magnificently bright and opulent Palácio de Penha is perhaps the most stunning of all. The magnificent castle, regarded as one of Portugal's 7 wonders, is well known for its ostentatious romantic architecture, which combines Gothic, Moorish, and Renaissance styles. The castle was constructed in the 19th century for Ferdinand II as the Portuguese royal family's vacation home. On state events, it is still utilized today, though. Palácio Nacional de Sintra, Portugal's best-preserved medieval royal palace, is another noteworthy site. Its striking facade includes 15th-century hand-painted tiles, columns, and distinctive conical chimneys. Remarkable towers and high-defended stone walls characterize the well-maintained Moorish Castelo dos Moros, dating back to the 9th century. The fact that Sintra is a UNESCO World Heritage Site is hardly surprising, given the wealth of history found in these gorgeous mountains. Number 2. Lisbon. Almost all travelers rank Lisbon, the country's capital, at the top of their must-see list. Lisbon, one of the most beautiful towns in all of Europe and Portugal, is a patchwork of wide plazas, narrow lanes, magnificent churches, and hidden Miradouro lookouts. Lisbon exudes beauty at every turn, from the paradisiacal splendor of the Tagus River to the magnificent majesty of landmarks like the Tower of Belém, one of Portugal's 17 UNESCO World Heritage Sites. Other highlights include the slightly run-down grandeur of medieval Alfama. Lisbon continues to be an inexpensive travel destination, even with its increasing annual tourist count. There's never a dull moment when visiting this energetic location, whether it's bar hopping in the hip Bairro Alto, or perusing the shelves of the world's oldest bookshop in search of the ideal memento. Number 3. Sete Cidades, Azores. Located to the west of São Miguel Island, the largest of the Azores, Sete Cidades is a massive volcanic crater covered in a forest that is home to 2 breathtaking lakes, Blue Lake and Green Lake. A few of the lovely plants to spot when traveling from Ponta Delgada, the capital of São Miguel, are lemon trees, vivid marigolds, and lavender hydrangeas, which bloom in late spring all around the island. Trekking around Sete Cidades is one of the nicest things to do in the Azores. For a striking viewpoint, head to Vista do Rei, or King's View, which is located south of Green Lake. You may also view the huge Atlantic Ocean and the rocky shoreline of the island on a clear day. In addition, you might rent life jackets, kayaks, and stand-up paddle boards, and go for an energizing paddle around the lakes. Although the Azores experience pleasant weather all year round, mist and drizzle can suddenly move in from the Atlantic Ocean. To prepare for any weather, bring sunscreen and a lightweight raincoat. Number 4. The Algarve. The Algarve is home to some of Portugal's most exquisite sandy beaches, as well as what is unquestionably the nation's most breathtakingly scenic coastline. The Algarve may be well known, but there's a good reason for it. From the quaint alleyways of Lagos Old Town to the cliffside Ponta del Piedade, with its naturally occurring sea arches and rock formations that frame picture-perfect vistas of the Atlantic Ocean. The coastal area, along with its 4 major towns, attracts large summertime visitors, particularly in July and August. If you're willing to venture a little off the beaten path, there are some beautiful isolated beaches for individuals who want to escape the throng of tourists. Number 5. Madeira Botanical Gardens, Funchal. Because of its patchwork of plants, the Madeira Botanical Gardens in Funchal, the island's capital, is hailed as one of Portugal's most picturesque locations. Since its founding in 1960, the gardens have benefited from a high location that offers tourists some of the best views of the city and the Atlantic Ocean. With a whole section devoted to native and endemic plants from Madeira, the Azores, the Canaries, and Cape Verde, The island's rich and fertile soil serves as a sanctuary for various local plant species. The tree garden, one of the other parts, has a variety of trees from all over the world. Succulents, mostly from South America, are fleshy, sometimes odd-looking plants that are the specialty of this section. Observe coffee trees, subtropical fruit trees, and well-known medicinal plants in the regions designated for tropical and medicinal plants. You may observe a vibrant variety of unusual and rare birds in Loiro Park, including cockatoos, dwarf parrots, and Australian parakeets. The Natural History Museum of Madeira is located here as well, emphasizing the island's flora, fossils, coral, and interesting plush animals. Number 6. Aveiro. The charming city of Aveiro, also known as the Venice of Portugal, is well known for its exquisite canals, Nouveau architecture, and vibrant gondolas, or moliceiros. Many religious structures may be seen in this traditional fishing neighborhood, which is situated on the edge of the large Ria de Aveiro lagoon. These include the 15th century Convento de Jesus and the Cathedral of Aveiro, which is notable for its bell tower. The latter has an ostentatious marble monument. The best way to see the town and the salt marshlands of São Jacinto Nature Reserve is to take a ride on one of the traditional moliceiros that gather seaweed. Aveiro salt, sometimes known as white gold, is renowned for its superior flavor and purity. It is typically used to preserve cod, or bacalhau, a staple of Portuguese cooking. Don't miss seeing the vibrant fish market and the pastel-colored Art Nouveau homes that line the canal while you're there. Number 7. Douro Valley. Explore more verdant lands in the undulating hills of the Douro Valley, which is home to one of the oldest and most well-known wine areas in the world, having been established in 1756. This region is the origin of port and is renowned for its terraced vineyards, whose vines rippling the rough granite cliffs' contours. Although you may travel here by leisurely boat, a 6 to 7 hour voyage, renting a car and seeing Quinta do Naval and other quintas, or wine-growing estates, is the best way to get a sense of the area. Most provide wine samples along with open tours. Number 8. Coimbra. Located on the Mondego River, Coimbra was formerly the capital of Portugal and features an old town that harks back to the Moorish era. In addition, it is a thriving academic hub, home to the University of Coimbra, one of the oldest universities in Europe and a UNESCO World Heritage Site. The university, which was established on the site of a previous palace, is well known for its 18th century bell tower and Baroque library, the Biblioteca Joanina. Spend some time admiring the Quinta das Lagrimas grounds, or the opulent University of Coimbra Botanical Garden. Number 9. Porto Muniz Tidal Pools, Madeira. Tidal pools gripping the edge of a cliff can be seen at Porto Muniz, on the isolated island of Madeira's northwest coast. The volcanic walls are broken by North Atlantic barriers. It's one of Portugal's most picturesque locations, including brilliant blue swimming spots. Sunscreen, a towel, and swimsuit are necessities to have with you. You can store your belongings in the locker rooms and changing rooms while you cool off in the saltwater pools. Disabled access is available, along with a children's play area and swimming pool for kids. After a revitalizing swim, relax on one of these sun loungers to dry off. Porto Muniz, one of Portugal's greatest beach towns, has an amazing view of the Atlantic. Number 10. Óbidos. The town is known as the Town of Queens, since King Dinis presented it to his queen as a gift on their wedding anniversary in 1282. Wander about the little town's winding lanes, which are surrounded by medieval walls and have a Moorish castle atop them. There are antique churches worth seeing and an old whitewashed homes with blue or yellow borders. Óbidos, being a UNESCO creative city, is home to several festivals such as the Óbidos International Literary Festival, the International Chocolate Festival, and Christmas Town. Did we miss out on any must-visit places in Portugal? Let us know in the comments section. Do not forget to like this video and hit subscribe to my channel for more.